Oh my god.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. Good day. I am Joevie Mordido. My task is to report fertilizer. So, what is fertilizer? Fertilizer in aquaculture are natural or synthetic substances that are used in ponds to increase the production of natural food organisms to be eaten by fish. These organisms include phytoplankton, zooplankton, and loblab and algae. They are all part of a complex food web, converging toward fish production by increasing the availability of major nutrients. Fertilizers promote the development of planktonic algae which provide food for many fish. Now, why fertilize? Fertilization of a fish pond actually increases the production of beneficial phytoplankton, microscopic free-floating algae that acts as a basis of a food chain. By increasing the phytoplankton in the pond, more food items are available for smaller fishes. This increases productivity, thereby increasing the amount of harvestable fish. The harvest of a fertilized pond can be triple that of an unfertilized pond. Next, I have here the types of fertilizer. So there are two types of fertilizer. It is organic fertilizer and inorganic fertilizer. For organic fertilizer, which contain a mixture of organic matter and mineral nutrients. Examples are chicken, cow, and swine manures and other agricultural wastes. Then for inorganic fertilizer, which contains only mineral nutrients and no organic matter. Example of these are complete, urea, ammonium phosphate, and etc. Fertilization of natural food in a pond is produced through basal fertilization. Organic fertilizer is applied by broadcast method all over the pond bottom. Combination of chicken manure and inorganic fertilizer is also applied by hanging or flat form method. When the natural method is already present in the pond preparation is completed and is now ready for stocking. Now I have here the three methods on how to apply fertilizer. Method 1. Dissolve fertilizer. Steps are: put fertilizer particles in a pail and dissolve with water. Apply dissolved fertilizer evenly in a pond surface. Method 2. Platform method. Construct a platform made of galvanized iron sheet with an area of 1 by 1 meter. The platform must have posts to stand in the water. Next step is to set the platform 10 to 15 cm below water surface. Next is put fertilizer particle on a platform and allow the fertilizer to dissolve slowly. Next, the platform must be at a location of the pond where the wave action as influenced by the wind can help in the distribution of the dissolved fertilizer. It can also positioned near water inlet so that added water will dilute the fertilizer. For the third method, which is the sack method, steps are: place fertilizer in a sack and suspend in water. When we say suspend, we should soak it in the water, and the sack with fertilizer must be tied to a bamboo sit in a different location of a pond, and the sacks will be saturated with water and fertilizer particles will be dissolved slowly. Moving on, I have here a suggested fertilization rate. I have here fertilizer, source, and application rate. For fertilizer, I have organic fertilizer, which is from a chicken manure. For application rate is 5 to 10 tons per hectare, and inorganic or chemical fertilizer, ammonium phosphate, urea plus ammonium phosphate, and the application rate for the ammonium phosphate is 120 kilogram per hectare, and for the urea plus ammonium phosphate for 25 kilogram per hectare plus 50 kilogram per hectare. And for inorganic fertilizer, it's stated here any source for about 4 kilogram per hectare per day. Next is safety. Fertilizers, especially inorganic, are formulated from caustic chemicals, and care should be taken when applying them to avoid contact where possible. Fertilizers are corrosive. On most metal compounds and equipment should be thoroughly cleaned after each application. Protective eyewear and clothing is recommended when applying fertilizers, and drift should be avoided. And since application takes place around water, basic water safety should be practiced. That is for the safety practices. And for the last part, which is the reminders. Do not attempt to kill weeds by broadcasting fertilizers over them during the spring and summer. This can have same effect as adding gasoline to a fire. So it is very clear and stated that it should be avoided broadcasting fertilizer during spring and summer because it can cause damage such as effects of adding gasoline to a fire. It means it can worsen the situation of your pond. Then, second reminder is if the plankton blooms do not develop and grow after fertilizing, check for the lime requirements, excess water outflow, weeds, and muddy water. So, these two reminders that will guide us in our proper management in our pond and proper fertilization to improve natural food in our fish pond. So this ends my report. Thank you for listening. Have a good day and keep safe everyone. God bless.
Oh my God.